I am Bo Ribbing, working as sales development for product line device connections in Ericsson. So the Internet of Things is changing the model from being a say consumer-oriented subscription model to something where the subscription is tied to a device in order so that the device can communicate with the outside world. That's the sort of technical explanation for the business model that the Internet of Things represents. But the effects that it's going to have is much more profound, because it talks about how we are going to use the data that comes out of the device, or the type of control we can exercise remotely over that device. The Internet of Things will have a much more profound effect on people's lives than we realize today. When we look backwards 20 years from now, I think that's when we can say what the effect it has had. But in essence, I think it will give people more simplicity, more control over their lives, and more security. The Internet of Things involves connecting pretty much any type of device that we see around us, and especially in the younger generation there is an expectation that things are connected so that you can use it for more purposes than it's designed for initially. That you can interact with people and things at a distance. A thermometer is maybe not only measuring the temperature in the room where you're at, but it can also tell you the temperature in another country across the globe. In Africa specifically, the Internet of Things will be initially around enhancing the productivity. Being, for example, well, Africa is a continent, so it could be anything, but let's say just looking at agriculture or fishing or anything that produces crops or food. The Internet of Things can actually enhance the productivity by things like measuring humidity of the soil or the richness of the soil, ensuring that it's in time with rains coming in and so on. Or for fishermen who have taken their catch and they want to sell it in a village, they need to go to the right village, etc. We're already seeing a lot of examples of this happening, but this is essentially going to speed up the development of the African continent, I believe. So what is the relationship between Internet of Things and 5G? Well, I would say that when everything around us becomes connected, we're also getting to very, very high numbers of connected devices. So future networks need to be able to support this type of capacity, and that's one of the reasons why we need 5G networks that can communicate across many different access technologies and connect anything to the cloud. And that is essentially the role that 5G will play for the Internet of Things. For Ericsson, the Internet of Things is very tightly related to our vision about the network society. So without Internet of Things, there is essentially no network society, and that is why it's key for us to keep driving this theme and do what we can to contribute. Then, of course, Ericsson's role today is very much aligned with the network operators and the technology that the network operators are using. But we're also making now the first steps into enterprise business, where we can help out with the knowledge that we have around technology and help speed up development in that sense. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Bo Ribbing, and I'm the head of sales development for Ericsson's product line for device connections.